Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Jennifer. Today we are going to go over the brand new Dior Cruise palette, y'all. This is Cruise Look 022. This is the brand new palette to Dior, limited edition, 7 grams of product. Net weight is 0.24 ounces. Retails for $65 on the Dior US website, and it is exclusive to there at this time. I will say, guys, I was on the fence. I was on the fence on whether or not to purchase this palette, but I will tell you right now, I probably should wait, but I will tell you, I am very glad I purchased this palette because, you guys, these shades, so I'm just going to start swatching them. These shades here are gorgeous, just stunning. And honestly, I was like, oh, it's kind of boring. I don't know. Don't I have those? You always kind of think about, do I really need, obviously I don't need it. Is it something that is unique enough for me to get, right? And I didn't know. But I will say, guys, the colors look a little, they're the same colors that, a warmer kind of palette is, specifically for summertime, but the formula makes the shade. I will tell you, the formula makes the shade for these, and the great thing about these shades is, yes, I may have these shades, but they're not all together. I would never have, maybe I would have put these together, but they're not all together in one palette, and honestly, they're just stunning. Stunning. Like I said, the formula makes the shade here, and you'll see what I mean when we create the look right here. All right, y'all, we're going to use this Dior, this eyeshadow palette, Cruise Look 022. So I just have to be honest, I didn't think I was going to pick this one up because, I have Dior palettes. I have a lot of Dior palettes. I love the Dior palettes. Now, the last one I tried, all the shades looked exactly alike, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I like that. But this one, I will say, is stellar. It's beautiful. All right, let's start. Let's start with this middle shade. And the reason I'm starting with the middle shade is because I want to. I know, right? So I am going to start, I'm using a Sonia G Mini Booster. I really like this here. I did prep my eyes. And it's like a rusty shade in the pan. It is warm. I will say it's a warm shade. I prepped my eyes with the Makeup by Mario Prep and Set palette. I love that palette, y'all. I think it's just fabulous for creating a blank canvas for eyeshadow. I'm kind of going in a little heavier than I normally do with this particular shade. I did a reel on Instagram with a look, and if you want to go look at it, it's Just Glow Firefly. I really loved the look that I did. It was so pretty and just kind of natural. This is going to be a little bit more, I think a little more. I'm always doing it pretty natural. There are times that I will amp it up a little bit, but I always like a good natural kind of look. But that's just me. This one seems very beachy. This particular palette, just to me, it's very appropriate for me. That's why I like it so much. Like, if you are going to the beach in this summer, or if you feel like, you want something that's a little warmer, this is so pretty for that. But it's not too red or too orange. It's more of like that coppery, sun-kissed color, right? Ooh, I like this so much. It's so pretty. And I'm just blowing it out. I just took a very clean brush and blowing out what I had put on. These shades, or this formula, y'all, is just so easy to work with. Super simple, super pretty. It's very nice. All right, let me do the other eye with the shade. All right, that is that one center shade, and that is the deepest shade that I put in the crease. Now I'm going to use, I think, do y'all ever do this? You're like, what do I want to do next? Okay, so I do that a lot here. I do that a lot. I'm going to use this shade, okay? And this shade is a gold shade. And if you put it on your lid, it definitely opens the eye more. It's gorgeous. This shade is stunning, and it really took me by surprise, this particular shade, just because it is so pretty. This shade alone, it can be worn on its own and look just fabulous. Look how pretty this is. It just opens the eye. I'm going to take it down just a bit. It opens the eye. It makes the eye look bigger. Yeah, it's pretty. All right, so I have that shade down. Oh, I like it. It's so exciting. I need to wash my brushes, you guys. Oh gosh. Okay. Next, let's go in with this shade. And it's kind of this, it's kind of just a really pretty taupe. I love a good taupe. And I'm going to put this here on the outer. Kind of deepen it a bit, but not too much. And on the outer lid space, just to give it a little depth, but not, it's still your daily wear shade, if that makes sense. I love this. Oh, so pretty. It's just one of those palettes that are, what's the word? It's a natural palette, right? But you can you can amp this up, y'all. I mean, this is not your typical natural palette. And if you just looked at the pans of this, you'd be like, that's boring. I mean, that's kind of honestly what I thought about it initially. But the formula is so pretty that it really takes it to the next level. I mean, I honestly was a little bored with it initially, I have to admit. And I'm going up a little bit because this has a little shimmer and it toned down, but you can still see that middle shade we first put on. But it toned it down just a bit, and it blends together so beautifully. And you know, these shimmers, they're so beautiful for like mature lids. Like I'm getting a little older. No, but I mean, you know, with your eyes, as you get older, you lose the elasticity and some volume within like the lid space and things. And so they can look a little bit more crinkly or have a little bit more of that looser skin. And so I feel like these just look so good and really work with that, can work with a more mature lid. I am also going to, I don't know if y'all found that too, if you have, you know, if that's something that you guys, if that is an area of concern, if you feel like these Dior shadows do that, I'd love to know your thoughts below if that's something that you guys see and feel like the formula is really just a sophisticated and exquisite formula for that particular type of eyelid. So let me know. All right, this is the last shade that I'm going to play with today. It is definitely a taupe as well, but a little cooler. I feel like the first one was a little warmer. And I am going to put this in the crease and blend it up like that. This one does have that sparkle as well. So, and it gives some depth. I love using these smaller brushes. This is a Refer 14, but just a small brush like this helps to kind of, I have hooded eyes, like you can barely see my eyelid. You can't see my eyelid, right? Whenever I open my eyes completely. But if I can put something, and that's why I take a lot of the shadow up on the lid itself, like on top of the, not on the lid, but on top of the brow, like more near the brow bone, because you can't see the shadow if I don't. Unless I close my eyes, of course. So this is what I'm doing here, and I'm just putting that right there, and I'll go under the lid a little bit, or underneath. I feel like that helps to just bring it all together sometimes, specifically if you're trying to make it like more of an evening type look too. So let's take I like taking a smaller brush for something like that. A Sonia G flat definer brush is really nice for something like that. Really just a good staple brush. And I'm going in with that deeper shade, the one we just used, a little cooler in tone. And I'm just going to take it right here under the eye and really just brings it all together, makes the eye pop. I don't know, that's how I feel at least. I am not a makeup artist by all means, but I love it so much. I try to do it like they do, you know? And I'm careful because I do have little fine lines right here, so I'm careful not to bring it too far under to make it look like my eye is falling either. I love this palette. I feel like it just makes your eyes pop. It's natural yet exquisitely beautiful all in the same time. I might put some eyeliner. I think I'm going to use an eyeliner by Byredo. This is in the Practical Brown shade. And I haven't used it a lot, so I'm excited to see how it looks with this. Let's put this on. All right, I finished my eyeliner. I did a wing. I haven't done a wing in a long time. They're sisters, not twins. I have to remember, I was trying to get it to look perfect, and that's just hard to do. I used my Chanel Le Volume de Chanel mascara that I absolutely adore. On my lips, I have this Dior. This is the Lip Maximizer Hyaluronic Lip Plumper in 007. It's kind of like a raspberry shade. It's really pretty, and you know, it's not too pink on the lips, and it feels kind of minty. Yeah, so I really like the Byredo eyeliner. I really like it. I don't like felt tip as much. Like for a felt tip, it's good. I would rather have more of a brush end. I feel like this one's just a stiff tip. So if you can see that, it's kind of more stiff than not, and I like something that's going to be a little bit more flexible, but that is just me. I love this palette. I love this Cruise palette. I think it's gorgeous. You can wear it during the winter, you can wear it during the summer, you can wear it to work, you can wear it out, you could wear it just around the house. Like, there are so many uses for it. You could amp it up, you could tone it down, you could wear one or all of them. This is gorgeous. Oh, and you know what? We didn't even put this shade on. What on earth am I thinking? Let's put that in. Let me show you how I put this, because I put this shade right here just to highlight the brow bone, and look how this just gives your brow bone a slight pop. You see that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot. Now, you know, usually there's toppers right here, but this one is more like a highlight, not necessarily that topper shade. This would be like your inner corner, your brow bone highlight, that type of thing, more so than the topper shades, because it does have pigment to it. If you can see here, it's definitely more pigmented in nature than those that, you know, those ones that are just toppers in most of these palettes. So, have you tried this one yet? I'm curious to know. It is limited edition. It's $65 US. It's a pretty palette, guys. I will say it's exclusive to the Dior website. I purchased mine off of there, and I got a free sample of their Sakura shade, which I'm quite obsessed with right now. It's just so beautiful. It has kind of a little bit of a powder dry down. Oh, I love it. Anyway, sorry, I digress. I'm like, oh, and I got the sample, and da-da-da. But I really appreciate you guys being here. I invite you to subscribe. I'd love to have you here, as well as don't forget to hit the like button, of course, if you want to, and comment below. It helps me out here as a content creator. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of the next upload. Thank you all so much again, and I'll leave my latest video right here, and I'll see you there. Bye, y'all.